This is Valerie VanBooven with the Senior Care Industry Netcast, where leaders with 3 or more years in the senior care industry share their advice in 6 questions and 9 minutes. Let's get right to it. In a few sentences, tell me who you are and what you do.
My name is Lauren Tarrant, and I'm an RN. I've been a nurse for 40 years, and I'm proud to present Well Beyond Care to you today. And Well Beyond Care is an alternative to private duty agencies that are expensive. So what we do, we help families and organizations find dependable, affordable, long-term caregiver for themselves or a loved one without an agency. And so we provide scheduling, care planning, process payroll, taxes, long-term care insurance. All of that we do for you instead of using an agency, and care is managed from anywhere in the U.S. to managed anywhere, given anywhere, and our nurse navigators help out. This allows folks that couldn't normally afford care to get care and to relax in getting care because they have someone to kind of hold their hand forever. Who doesn't want to have a nurse hold their hand when they're going, if they need a caregiver, they're going through stuff.
Yep, you're right.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. And you know what? So you are nationwide, so you can help people nationwide. Yeah. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yes. We're doing it right now. We're in Alaska. We're in Hawaii.
Wow.
We're nationwide. Whoever needs care, we can, because it's technology based. That's how we get started.
Great. Well, what we'll do is we'll make sure, of course, that your website and everything's posted with our interviews so people can get in touch with you and talk to you. So tell me, what is the best thing about serving aging adults?
Well, I've been doing this forever as a nurse, and the joy in helping seniors find their own caregiver and stay at home makes me feel warm and fuzzy. I have these conversations all the time, and they want some control. They don't want to leave their home. They want it on their terms, and they're so surprised when they learn about our service and that it is affordable to them. And our goal is to help them find safe, affordable care so their families, can relax instead of using Craigslist or somewhere and just hearing them relax. And they get to tell us stories, and they need someone to talk to. And it's easier to tell me something as a nurse, I understand, most likely better than their next door neighbor that might not give them the best advice. So I love to hear them feel relieved when myself or the other nurses get to talk with them.
Awesome. You're right. We, as nurses, we do get a lot of that conversation that you wouldn't normally have. And also that probably better to talk to a nurse than it is to get advice, like a home remedy from your neighbor.
That is true all of the time. Yes, that is true.
So I hear we're going to switch gears just for a second. I hear from other senior service providers that marketing online is challenging. It can be confusing, and it's always changing, and you're nationwide, so you must do a lot of this online. What is your experience and your thoughts?
Our service is tech-based, and so both of us, both founders, we are comfortable with technology, and we're both marketers. We both have a marketing background as well as nursing. And so if there's a way to do it, we'll do it. And to be uncomfortable is what we learn how to get comfortable with, right? So what we do, Jeffrey, who's founder as well, he creates so many blog articles, and he's always sending those out, which helps us get to the top of the list, but as well, our nurses are trained to use those and to do online marketing. So part of our training lets them know, not only are you going to talk to a discharge planner, but send your blog out. Send, whether you're using LinkedIn or Facebook or groups, there is so much to do on online marketing. So that's a lot of our training, just making them comfortable.
Well, that's awesome. So you're training your staff as well as using it yourselves. So that's great.
Oh, yeah.
That works.
Yes.
That works. Getting everybody involved is super important. I totally believe that.
And if I might say as well,
sure.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that, We have a Facebook page, and we try, on our blog, we try to make sure it's, the information that we give is really usable and informative. And on our Facebook page, we invite people to talk with us all the time. And that's online marketing as well. Let's talk about that. Let's bring up this issue and, anything from a respirator. So that's a little bit more online marketing that we do.
Very nice, very nice. I'm sure you have a lot of great fans all across the country that get help and advice from what you guys do. Okay, so back to being wise, because that's why we interview folks with 3 or more years of experience. There are probably other leaders in this industry that have either been a mentor or an inspiration, either professionally or personally. Would you like to give a shout out to anybody and just say hi and thank you, or whatever you might want to do? Teams, people?
You know what? I would like to shout out today to give a shout out to Deanna Cochran in Quality of Life Care. Deanna has been a hospice nurse for years and years, and she put this company together about 15 years ago, and her company serves families that have someone that is dying in a unique way. They train folks, Quality of Life Care trains folks that are called to work with people at the end of their life. And it's beautiful. And they'll train, you could be an RN doula, end-of-life doula, a caregiver end-of-life doula, a PT end-of-life doula, a dietitian. So it's an additional type of training, or sensitivity training, I guess you would say too, because when people are dying, you know how families are so stressed out, and they just hold your hand. I love that.
That is really nice. Yeah, absolutely. We've interviewed a few end of life professionals, and that is one of the most important pieces of all the things that we do in healthcare, is helping people have a better end of life experience, I think.
Yes. Yes.
Well, thank you for that. So what piece of advice would you give to other senior care providers?
Well, I would say, and that's how we, with our company, how we have nurses working together, don't rush it, build relationships. For us, we give our families an opportunity to understand what we do and allow them to check out our competition, because that can only improve our product. And our service is based on technology, so it's tough, but it's getting easier all the time. And although, people are scared of the internet, they're not afraid of nurses. So our team, our nurse care paramanagers, are the nurse navigators, and they also understand the tech side. We've trained them on the tech side as well. So when somebody says, they're trying to get a caregiver and they're scared and there's so much going on and now they can't understand the tech, now they get to talk with a nurse that's building a relationship that says, hold on, I'll hold your hand through this. Tell me what's going on. I'll make sure you understand how to use the site. All you have to do is click here on the help button if you need me again, but I will help you, and I'm going to be here for you, for your family, and you'll understand how to use it forever. And for me, I've been in, I feel like this is helping so much, especially with COVID-19. Everybody is afraid of getting a caregiver, but now they're using the internet. So maybe they're getting a little bit more comfortable, but I think the best thing, and we teach relationship marketing. The best thing I think you can do is not rush to be a big millionaire. How about if you help people and meet them where they need your help and take your time? And when you have a good product, you're confident in that. And you know what? It's all about who you trust. That's why we have the nurse navigators. It's about who you trust.
That's awesome. Thank you. Yes, take your time. This is not a race. It's definitely a calling, and your core and learn your trade well. So absolutely. All right. So our last question is a fun question. When you have a win in life, whether it's professional or personal, how do you like to celebrate?
Well, with our team, when it's business and professional, and I guess that's how, personally as well. Well, we pull our team together, or our friends together, and let them know that we couldn't have done it without them. Everybody gets to celebrate because it is a whole bunch of we together, and we're loud and we eat a lot. We're all, I'm a foodie. I think they're all foodies. And then we get to do the victory dance. And it doesn't matter if we're at a restaurant or someone's home, it has to be done.
Very good, very good. I love the team, celebrating with everybody all together. And food is definitely a win, especially if you're a nurse. Woohoo!
That's funny. Yep.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for your wisdom and for sharing your story and telling us more about what you do. I think that's amazing. I love technology, and I love it when people can serve folks anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world. That's very nice. So thank you for being on, and we appreciate it.
Thank you for letting us introduce Well Beyond Care. And well, I appreciate all that you do as well, getting the word out.
Well, thank you very much. So with that, that's the end of our show. This is Valerie VanBooven with the Senior Care Industry Netcast, where leaders with 3 or more years in the senior care industry share their advice. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye.